This weekend sees the Sir Bobby Robson derby. Newcastle travelled Ipswich Town. Ipswich looking to get back-to-back wins for the first time this season. And Newcastle just coming off a great performance against Brentford. Something's got to give. Newcastle look back to their old ways against Brentford. Playing with intensity, being aggressive, good off-ball movement, making the right decisions in possession. And Sandro Tonali and Bruno Guimaraes are building up a wonderful partnerships that complement each other. And then you've got Joe Linton, who's just the physical destroyer in midfield. But it looks like Joe Linton will be injured for this game. So I have made some notes on my thoughts about this game so you can read them to the side there. But look, Joe Linton is not going to be available. What I think Eddie Howe will do, I think he'll bring Longstaff in, the tried, the trusted process. I think he likes Longstaff. What I would do personally is bring in Joe Willock, because I think we need to go to Ipswich and really be on the front foot, really look to attack Ipswich. And I think Joe Willock gives us that. I think win and lose this game is a midfield battle, but also ability in transition moments. And I think Willock gives us more in that final third, as well as complementing Isak on their off-ball movements. Now, Kieran McKenna's brought wonderful football to Ipswich Town. They're like a high-pressing, possession-based team. They're quite well structured out of possession, but they're quite fluid in possession. What you'll see is their left back getting high and wide, supporting the attacks, and they like to transition through their wingers. And they're very dangerous in transition moments. They've got good physical players up top, which we'll touch upon very shortly. So we need to match their intensity. And I think if there's anybody that can match somebody's intensity, it's Newcastle United. I think Gordon looked a lot sharper against Brentford. I think Isak wasn't at his best game, but he still got involved in play, and that's what you want from your centre forward. I thought Tonali just run the show, both off the ball and in possession. Bruno was a good creator in midfield. I just thought all-round performance was brilliant against Brentford on midweek, and we need to continue that. So I would actually start with the same 11. I know Joe Linton's out, and possibly bring back Botman, because I think he will strengthen us at the back. But you know what? If he's not match fit and got that match sharpness, I would leave him out for this game, and I would probably start Dan Burn just to keep up that continuity, to keep up that consistency, the building that chemistry in the game, because you want to build a winning momentum, and we need to build on that performance from Brentford. So what I would do to look to attack Ipswich, we need to win the midfield battle, because if you win that midfield battle, it's like the game of transition moments. Whoever can transition quicker and more efficiently. And I think Newcastle have got more quality players to transition quicker and better and more efficiently in possession. I would look at Isak's movement. Isak is one of the best off-ball movers in the Premier League. I don't care what anyone says. You watch his double movements and he's so clever. He pulls the centre-backs out of their position, and that's what we need to do. And this is why I would start Joe Willock. I think his run-ins from deep can cause Ipswich a lot of problems. When you've got Isak moving them centre-backs out of position, we can try and transition through those channels, and it'll also allow Anthony Gordon or Murphy to come inside and look to attack the inside channels. That's what I would do, because Ipswich left back gets high and wide. Where's the space in behind him? So we need to exploit the space in behind the fullbacks. That's what I would do if I was Eddie Howe. But we need to be wary of Ipswich in transition moments, because they are dangerous in transition moments. We've seen it in their last victory when Liam Delap just chased a nothing ball. However, the good news, Liam Delap's probably Ipswich's most threatening player, and he's out with suspension, so he's not going to play. And then you look at Sammy Smodics. He would normally come in, but he's out with illness as well. So they're missing their two main threatening strikers. So there's absolutely no reason why Newcastle can't go to Ipswich and get a result, especially with those two danger men missing. However, they also have Amari Hutchinson, who looks like he's grown into his own. He looks like he can be a match winner, a game changer, creator. But I just want to see some consistency from Newcastle United. I want to see them being aggressive off the ball, but have that quality and intelligence in possession. I would like to see Sandro start as a number 6, Bruno as a number 8. But if Sandro wants that license to get forward, then Bruno has to cover him, especially with Joe Linton not being in the side. I do think Joe Linton's going to be a big miss, because I just think that midfield battle is so important. Ipswich win that midfield battle, they can transition very dangerously, so we need to be wary of that. And Lewis Hall, I think he would have the physicality, the aggression to compete with Amari Hutchinson. Amari Hutchinson's a very elegant player. He doesn't like that physical side. So I think Lewis Hall can have the beating of him. And that gives us a license transition much quicker. Like I mentioned earlier, I do think it's a game of transitions. And Eddie Howe needs to get these players motivated for games like this, because we've seen them do it against teams like Liverpool, Arsenal, Tottenham, City. We seem to put out performances like that, and we need to transition those performances into these games where it's against the lesser teams, if you like. I don't like saying that because every team in the Premier League has quality and can beat you at any moment. So I don't like saying lesser teams. So I'd rather say those teams at the bottom of the league. We need to stop dropping points against them, and we will slowly climb up that table. For me, I think come the end of the season, any European football is good, is very good for Newcastle United, because look at the teams we're competing with, and we've had to sell. I just think we need to go to Ipswich, be on the front foot, be aggressive, quieten their crowd, and we can win this game of football because we've got the more quality players, we've got the better structure, we've got the better momentum, and ultimately, with a better starting 11, we've got more quality to hurt Ipswich than they have to hurt us. Considering Liam Delap's out, we've got absolutely no reason why we can't keep a clean sheet. And that's what I want to see. See if we can concentrate for the full 90 minutes. Because against Brentford, we let Wissad just run off and didn't have much to do before scoring. We need to cut those slight little errors out, those little mistakes out, and it's just going to help us win games of football. But I do think in transition moments, we need to be aggressive. Off the ball, we need to be intense, press with intense, and Ipswich will not be able to live with it. The higher our energy is, the less likely Ipswich are to get a result in this game. I actually think if we drop points, it'll not be because of Ipswich, it'll be because of us being poor. And that's what we need to cut out about these teams that are below in the Premier League table. But look, I want to know your thoughts. I would start with Joe Willock, and then I would keep the same 10, if you like, from what we're seeing against Brentford. What would you do? Would you bring Sven Botman straight back in? I think he needs a few more minutes before he starts playing full-time in the Premier League, in my opinion. But I would love to know your opinion, and I'm also want to know if you want us to do an analysis on which centre-backs Newcastle United should sign. If you want that video, let us know in the comments below. But also, I just want to say I appreciate your time. Thank you very much for watching. Away the lads.